Oh yeah, we back at it again, boy. This is You've Been Served.
I don't even know how to feel about that.
I'm your boy Ty, dogs. Ty dollar cent sign.
Dollar cents?
Exactly, Ty cent sign.
Motherfucker, you're a combination of Ty Dolla $ign and 50 Cent.
Bruh, just call me the penny man.
The what now?
The penny man.
The Penny Man.
The penny man.
The Penny Man. Got it.
No.
Got it.
Okay.
Penny Man. The Otis the Black, the Penny Man. And I'm Chris.
The Panty Man can.
He makes the world go round.
All right.
And that's Robert.
That was quite an intro. All right.
I need a minute.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. I'll go into our first topic of the day, which is going to be astrological signs.
My God.
I came up with this idea because I saw a friend of the show was posting about her astrological sign.
Stephanie, putting you on blast. God damn it, I don't care. No shame.
Anyway, so I wanted to get your guys' opinions on it, because to me, I've never been a fan. I think, one, it's illogical. Two, a lot of the times it's wrong. Three, I don't see the point. Like, you should know who you are no matter what time of the year you were born.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's my opinion. I wanted to lay that out there and see what you guys thought.
Another one. 4. There's no science behind it. You guys are stupid as shit.
Well, I thought that's what I meant by illogical, but all right.
Sorry, Robert. I had to say it. I had to be blunt about it for those that don't understand. Give us other little hints.
Well, the stupid people in the back, as Ty would say.
Yeah, stupid people in the back.
Damn, bro, I was sitting there last week.
Well, look, I'm proud of you. You came up front. You're not in the back anymore.
You're a quick learner.
Thank you. It's a good thing I'm wearing white today.
You're looking like a milk chocolate. You know what? You look like a kiss before it's unwrapped. Oh wait, pre-unwrapped. No, actually, we're beginning to unwrap you, and we start to see the chocolate, and we're like, that's the milk chocolate I like.
Why are you such a distraction?
For real. Yo, actually, before we get into astrological signs too much, let me ask you a question. There's a part of me that has like a conspiracy theory that I think eventually all the other races are gonna form like their own version of the KKK and just like fucking kill white people.
Well, we'll protect you for sure.
Well, thank you. No, I appreciate that.
We'll protect you for sure.
But no, I think that, like, because there's all this anger, and some of that anger is very warranted, like it's deserved. I'm not gonna lie. But sometimes I feel like there is this mounting like feeling, and that's I feel like how the KKK ended up happening. There's this mounting feeling of hatred and distaste, and eventually you end up with the KKK.
Yeah. What I'm starting to see is a lot of black people obviously gathering with the Hispanics. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but we need to gather with the whites too.
Indeed.
Because damn, we're starting to pretty much form our own groups. I mean, this is what I've been seeing in music too. Have you noticed that Tyga has been YG in general too has been featuring Hispanic singers? Tyga is on Spanish stations.
Go loco.
Yeah, see? That's
just because like Hispanic music is popping right now.
true. That is true. But remember when black people were like, that's cultural appropriation and all that, and now they're pretty much getting into the Hispanic scene as well and appropriating a lot of things that we're
Cultural appropriation my feeling is cultural appropriation is only wrong if you don't have respect for that culture. Right?
Yes.
And then if you don't have respect, then you're being a culture vulture.
As Robert was saying,
First at workout.
Beautiful. Cultural appropriation is a thing only when that culture is not being properly appreciated. And if the other race or other culture isn't getting permission first from someone who actually is familiar with that culture.
Wait, so we have to get permission?
I don't think you necessarily need permission. I mean, I'm not going to, every time like I rap a black song, I'm not going to go ask a black guy, hey, you mind if I listen to Dre real quick?
I mean,
can I listen to Kendrick? Like, you know.
With that example, yeah, you shouldn't have to talk to anybody about it. You should just listen to it as is. But I'm going to say, like, say for example, you want to record some music, right? You walk into a studio and everything from like the lyrics that you write down is something that a black rapper would say, like coming from their own personal experiences and struggles. You're using beats created by black people because it's like they put their emotions and their experiences into the music to allow the music to tell their own story, if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
And then you just come into the studio like, I'm using this shit. Let's get it on and cracking.
I mean, I don't know that I agree that you need permission. Like, I think you should respect the culture, but music is music. And I believe, you know, as an artist, you have the right to say whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Whether I agree with it, you know, that's another subject. And I might have a problem with you. But I don't think we should say...
Damn, why me?
No, like with that artist, right? That might be culturally appropriating. But I don't think we can say, oh, you know, they need to do art or music a certain way, because that's very limiting, which is very antithetical to what art is meant to be. You know.
I feel.
I just realized something.
What you realize?
If Robert wears nothing but red, will be the fucking American flag.
Ooh, yeah. You want me to go change?
It's too late for that. Next episode.
I'll throw on some red.
There you go.
And then we can be red, white, and blue. Mm-hmm. I like how he's the white, too.
Right?
I'm the red because I'm a redneck.
I was going to say because you're in blood territory.
I mean...
Did I do that right, Ty? Did I do that right?
All right. So astrological signs, right?
That was a fun subcategory.
Yeah. No. So, yeah, go ahead.
Ty, being the fucking astrological whiz that you are.
Yes. All right.
Pisces over here. For the ladies that are looking and are interested into Pisces, that's what he is.
He's got
Even
a
on the
tattoo.
camera, you know, filming out my sign.
Look at this shit.
Don't break my arm. I saw you pop yourself in my hand.
I licked it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
What was the question?
Give us a little insight.
Yeah, tell us what is your defense for
and
zodiac
why you
signs?
believe in them. And always ask what your sign is.
I will agree with you guys and say that astrology isn't always correct. You know, there is no real science to back it up. And for those people that need proof, I'm definitely on board with you guys as far as astrology goes. You know, there is no real evidence whatsoever to prove that all this stuff does make sense. Mm-hmm. It's just, for me, I have faith in it, because even though it isn't always true, it does give me a good idea of what to expect from most people. Not everyone is a product of their sign, and that's why I don't always jump straight to conclusions when it comes to zodiac signs and astrology. Mm-hmm. But I mean, if you're doing a good job proving that your sign it makes up who you are, then that's when I leap into it. Like, all right, you acting like a real Leo right now. You acting like a real Virgo. I sense it from you.
And what does a Virgo act like?
A Virgo. Goodness, I'm trying to remember what my granny would say, because my granny is the one that taught. She is, but she has good intentions. She has a lot of good intentions.
Okay.
She's the one that actually taught me about astrology. You know, she's a pro at it. So.
Astrological signs or astrology like the actual science?
Well, it's not a science. The
study of zodiac signs and whatnot, isn't it not called
astronomy, astrology? I don't know.
I think astrology is like the study of the pattern of stars and the effect that they have on you, right? And astronomy is an actual science
of stars.
So yes, astrology is a pseudoscience. Astronomy is science.
Pseudoscience. This is why you all need to have a white friend, because
I can be helpful sometimes.
Yeah, man, the knowledge is power. All right. He alone is power, but the knowledge that he gives. Knowledge that he gives.
Like Mexican right now.
Hey.
Oh, because of the hat and the like patchy facial hair.
Mm-hmm. And the tan.
And the tan. All right, I'll take it.
Good. Get it, Ty. Tell us. Give us that astrological.
Virgos are very, very strong-minded people. They have the tendency to chase after what they believe in. And as far as like love and stuff goes, at least the most memorable thing I can remember about Virgos is that Pisces and Virgos get along very well together. That's why, well, that's one of the reasons why I believe our friendship works out the way it does, because Pisces and Virgos just get along like that.
Mm-hmm.
The way you making this seem like that means we bumping uglies.
Bro, this is what?
Are we bumping uglies? What are we doing like this?
Oh, this is just the physical. This is the person.
That's a really weird way to like say. No, all right. Look.
Bro, we bumping uglies or we holding hands? We going hand in hand? What are we doing?
We just coming together.
We just coming together. This is like the weirdest fucking way to say coming together.
We mixing seeds.
Anyway.
Oof. So
I think I see the value in it as like, okay, this is something that I want to be, so I'm going to pursue that, right? Like but I think it's important that you recognize that it does not define who you are.
yes,
You know, like if you define yourself by it, you need to find something else. Because I think that you define who you are, and just handing it over, just like with religion. Like, religion isn't necessarily bad, but if you just let them decide what you're going to be, you're blindly following something, and I don't think that's good, you know? Especially when it comes to astrology, because there's really nothing that you can do to back it up, right? There are some people that might say, oh, you know, gravity changes depending on where the stars are, but there's no scientific evidence to show that 100% changes our personalities or the way that, you know, we develop in utero.
True.
I say don't let the sign define you. You define your sign.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Being the only person that actually agrees with astrology in this room right now, I'm going to say don't let the sign define you. You define your sign, because you shouldn't be walking around here so empty-minded, just believing in whatever you feel is your category. Like everyone has the power to make up who they are, and you shouldn't just allow simple things to be like, oh, this is who I am, I'm gonna succumb to that. That's like me saying, oh damn, I'm black, let me be ignorant. Or
Wow. All right.
Damn. You really just lost.
Yeah, he's like,
oh, hey man, I've been
really
losing.
pushing it.
I've been losing fans since people heard my voice on here. Okay. I mean, I support black people. I do.
How do you feel about end moments?
Nigga moments. They're funny. I'm only saying they're funny just because I was watching the Boondocks and how they define nigga moments. It's hilarious. But how do I personally feel about it in real life? I feel like they're childish. You know, on my way here, there was low key a nigga moment on the bus. Like a guy was getting off the bus, and as he was getting off the bus, he accidentally bumped a lady, and he said, "Excuse me." The lady gonna look at him like, "Excuse you," like all loud and stuff, and he's just like, "I'm sorry, I said that already." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then everything was cool. I'm like, damn, you really gonna make a big scene out of a person accidentally bumping you on a small ass bus? Like, these aisles are just as big as me, if not smaller. Like, you can't be mad that somebody accidentally bumped you. Mind you, she pregnant as is with her legs wide open, so it's like you're more likely to get bumped.
Yeah, but at the same time, you would expect somebody to have the common courtesy to be like, I'm sorry, right?
Which he did do that.
Yeah.
You know, so don't get me wrong.
Hold on, where was she standing?
No, she was sitting.
Oh.
Hell no, she better not be standing. Like, then I really have a problem. Like, you know, let that nigga moment happen. Just, she earned the right to pop off, all right? She pregnant, she mad, you know.
Girl and her astrological sign affects how she reacts then and there?
No, I don't know. I'm not a pro. Thank you. I'm not a pro when it comes to signs. I can't just read somebody and be like, oh, damn, that's what you are. Nah. I just feel like if her reaction wasn't wrong, it's just how much of a reaction she put into that is what was wrong. You know, just I don't think that when people make mistakes, we should overreact as if it was that person's intentions to make that mistake. And I feel like that's where nigga moments are flipped and they're just plain wrong.
I feel like it's weird that we call them that. I mean, I didn't know that term even existed until now.
Watch the Boondocks, man. You gotta watch the Boondocks.
But I feel like it's unfair because I've definitely seen all cultures do really stupid shit. But before we get into that, let me just say real quick, because I wanted to mention this while we're talking about astrological signs. When I was in astronomy class, they talked about how really the phases have changed since astrology started. So now instead of 12 signs, we would have 13 signs if you were to analyze the sky now.
Fuck that.
But yeah, exactly. That's what people in astrology have literally said. They've said, "Oh no, we don't believe your science because we don't want to fuck up the 12 signs," right? Which bugs me. I think that astrology is problematic in that regard because it denies science. Not all religion. I'm in the same boat as you. You know that, but not all religion is like that.
That's true.
Buddhism is pretty fucking awesome.
It's all soul, right?
Yeah. But
Buddhism is really dope.
But look, all I'm saying is I think it's problematic when you end up believing in something that actively disagrees with facts.
Yeah.
Right? So as long as you're like, you recognize, hey, this is something to strive to be, hey, you can define your sign, it's not like a hard science, then I don't think it matters. But for people out there who are really serious about it, like, go do some research. Figure out, is this really what I should be believing in?
Why the face?
Because I'm looking at you.
I mean, I'm not a heavy believer in astrology. I don't just walk around like, you fucking Leo.
Yeah,
you fucking Virgo.
He did just say like that he defines a sign.
I gotta give him a look.
Gosh, he's just trying to make a good impression on the show right now.
I know he's just trying to gang up on you.
Right, goodness.
I gang up on you regardless, but that's okay.
How many times have you touched?
Look, gang banging, Chris, and ganging up on somebody are two totally different things.
True. That is very true. I will say this about astrology signs, though. There was this one gay guy, literally asked me.
That's how he starts off the story.
What's your sign? I'm like, I don't know. I was born in September. Well, in September, and he's like, oh. I'm like, what? He's like, we're not gonna get along. I'm like, why? He's like, 'cause you're a Virgo.
Yeah, people like that get on my fucking nerves. People get on my gets on my nerves.
I literally, the moment he said that, I'm just like, that fucking comment alone made me not like you. So of course we're not gonna get along.
Yeah,
dude. Halfway into knowing number 5, that's what she was telling me. She was, because I guess the random conversation just came up about signs, and I told her that I was a Pisces. She's like, I'm not gonna like you. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? She's like, because half my family are Pisces and I don't like them. But I'm not your family. I don't know what mistakes and flaws they made in order for you not to like them, but I know I'm not going to make the same mistakes. I'm different. Like, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Wait, so what is she?
Dumb.
Aries.
just to be stupid and like these people that like astrology. I'm not gonna like her.
Bruh. She's an Aries, and
I don't know about.
We're not gonna like her.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah.
God damn. All right. For those that want an idea, I like to just sum up signs just because that's what I'm good at. Aries are known as being airheads. They like to take a lot of problems like way overboard than what it needs to be.
What month is that?
Aries is the second half of March, first half of April.
I think that shit might be off.
All right, wait. Let's move on. But real quick before we do, since you know what you're talking about, why don't you tell us, what all of our signs, what they would mean in brief descriptions?
Leos, which is Robert. Leos are leaders. They just got to be leaders. That's what they're good at. And if anybody has been paying any attention on this show, Robert has been doing the most leading out of all of us, and you're damn good at it.
Thank you, sweetheart.
He's damn good at it. He can be a little scary sometimes because that's just a little lion in him, but
the lion,
big cat.
But he's a Leo.
That makes sense.
Christian, Virgo. He's very blunt about his opinions, and most of the time he's actually correct. And that's just because
He went to
has
law
a lot-
school.
That too. So the man knows about facts. All right, Virgos, they're all about their facts. They're all about good memory. Like, yeah, I think so far all the Virgos I've ever met, like if I've ever told them something, they'll remember something like from the past. Like, but remember you told me that. So you're gonna change it now? I'm like, oh.
See, if another Virgo hits me with that, I'll be like, what the fuck I tell you? Say word by word. What did I tell you? And I gotta see the facts. Let me see the fucking text. Let me see the proof.
Ooh.
Wow, you just you got into that.
It was in the moment. It was in the moment.
All right, and then as said earlier, I am a Pisces. Pisces are known for being emotional and very sensitive. We're the signs that are like 100% in tune with our feelings. You guys, like for me, I am an emotional thinker. Almost everything that I do as far as decision making, I have to do it through my emotions first before I think about it. Like I gotta see does this feel correct, and if it does feel correct, let me think about the reasons why.
Yeah.
So, as far as us, those are our 3 signs summed up.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's George?
George, he's a Sagittarius.
Wow, fucking Sagittarius.
Surprisingly, Sagittariuses are annoying. These y'all, all right, goes
George isn't even here to defend himself. The poor guy. He's off at a
We'll
wedding.
let you talk shit. Go.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ty. Get him.
Sagittariuses are annoying. I'm only saying that due to the Sagittariuses that I've met thus far. No, not just George, but
No, so he's including George though. He's like, yeah.
I have a really good friend of mine. He's a Sagittarius. No,
George isn't a good friend of yours? Damn, Ty.
Dun. Nah, I'm playing. I love that man, but unfortunately, he doesn't compare to this friend of mine. As I've known him for a very long time, like since 9th grade. So he's in the army and stuff right now. But when he was here,
Sorry, you said he's in the army, and we were like, "Oh, George."
George came out of the Marines.
I know, but I call it the army because it pisses him off.
Fuck y'all. Y'all are really trying to get me to talk shit about this man. All right, but I will say that George does have some of the same characteristics as my friend, being that like
He came out of the army too.
no, he came out of the Marines. George has this tendency of always being right. And hey, I don't blame him. The man does pay really good attention, but it's just like, damn, why you gotta use your rightness to belittle me sometimes? And
Belittle you how?
Let's see.
The opposite of the big him. That was an awful joke. I'm sorry, podcast listeners.
Can we move forward?
Yeah, we can move forward.
I think we got him.
I'm so over this topic.
All right.
We got him this time. That was good.
So, the next topic.
What is wrong with you? God.
The next topic is something that is near and dear to Ty and my heart. And we found out earlier this morning that it's not as much to Chris, which we were both quite offended. We were watching because somebody was really fucking late this morning.
Hey, I was walking. Lexi comes first.
Anyway, so we
CUM comes first.
no.
No, Lexi.
I know. That's a girl name.
Yeah.
And we all know how you are with girls.
That's my. What the fuck? That's my car.
Damn, you fuck your car? That's wow.
If I could, I probably would.
All right, so so Ty got here on time, and we were just chilling, and we were watching some Crocodile Hunter.
Fuck you, George, and fuck you too, because you know it's not the first.
Yeah, it's not the first. I feel like you're late more often than he is.
He's starting to pick it up, man. He's starting to pick it up.
He's been doing a good job.
I'm impressed.
I've always been this way.
Bullshit.
But well, no, I just feel like Chris has gotten worse. That's how I feel.
All right.
But look, all right. So we were watching Crocodile Hunter, and Chris revealed that he has never seen an episode of Crocodile Hunter.
I mean,
Which is wild. That shit's wild.
Here we go again.
all right. Literally, I want you guys to freaking text the Instagram page. Have you seen the Croc Files?
Yeah.
Like,
What? Who the fuck don't know about Steve Irwin?
Yeah, come on.
I only know about it because he fucking died.
Wow. You
about it.
I
the
wouldn't admit-
disrespect on this man's mouth.
I would
right
admit,
now.
like, half the world just instantly gained knowledge of Steve Irwin after he died by a stingray. And I hate that.
But in America though, he was I don't feel like that's true.
Yes, he was very well known.
He was super well known. Like I'm sure you heard of him before he died.
man,
You just
that's just making
didn't
fun of him,
you weren't
like-
familiar with
All
him.
right.
Maybe.
Shit, even Cat Williams knew about him.
I found out about him a day before he died. Wow. And then he
Wow.
died. I was like, huh, alright.
I cried on the day he died.
I was so depressed when he died.
Yeah.
It was just...
I used to get up like every morning and I would watch it
I would watch his show
with my
religiously.
family, you know? And it's one of those things that it's like no matter what your background was.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah. I hate
said?
Chris. I hate
Is it because
Chris.
of what I said?
I don't even know what the fuck you said.
I said I watch his show religiously.
Why is that funny?
I want to go home.
Me too, but I already am. Look, no, it's one of those things that was uniting. Like, it's like no matter what your background, you can watch Crocodile Hunter and you can enjoy, like, his love for animals. You
Good
know?
day.
Good day, mate.
Right.
How you going?
Crocky. Whoa. Yeah. What? Damn, just say it. Just say
No,
it.
you want to talk smack?
Just say
Chris?
it.
Go for it.
Just
Check
say
the
it.
laptop. Hold on. Can now
What the?
look.
Gosh. This man's a headache.
I know.
Damn. Yeah, one job. The vision board is right there. Okay. Damn. And then,
Look. I'm severely disappointed with how we're handling this topic.
this is not the way I want this to go.
This is the topic that
This
is.
I
man,
can't stop laughing.
he deserves more respect than this.
This is the most like emotional conversation I've had on this podcast, and you're fucking ruining it with laughter. I hate you so much right now.
Oh my gosh, man. You make my soul cringe. Like, what the fuck? Damn, man.
Hold on.
Are you good? Are you good?
Alright, let's see.
All right, give us your take on Steve Irwin then.
See,
Since clearly you have different opinions.
see, when I think of Steve Irwin, I just think of Gabriel Iglesias and his stand-up. He's just like,
So that's why you're laughing?
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. He's like, good day. He's like, you see that over there? That's the tiger. I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
You don't even know.
He walks over, he fucking pokes it with a stick.
He was-
Oh, he's angry. That's what I think. That's what I think.
That's not even true
That's
though.
That's not an accurate impersonation,
probably
but
not.
it is funny.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It is funny. But
it
it's
was
not accurate.
funny, but I felt like it was more accurate about Jeff Corwin.
Yeah, Jeff
you know,
Corwin would do some
Jeff
shit like
Corwin would like do what? Like, do you remember that photo of
Who
him
the
with
fuck
his?
is Jeff Corwin?
You don't watch Animal Planet, you don't have a right to speak anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he was he
That's
was
the face. That's the face.
Yes.
he,
Fuck yeah.
he came on after Crocodile Hunter, and he came on at the same time, and then kind of just kept going after Crocodile Hunter died. And there was this one photo of him where he was holding these like jaws of a crocodile like open and sticking his head in, and I was like, this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And he always pissed me off because he was totally ripping off the Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all Australia?
No, I think he was like, what was he? He was not American, I don't think. He had like a little bit of an accent. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Let's Google him.
I'll Google him right now. But
Siri?
y'all keep speaking on it. I'll take a look.
But yeah.
Let's see.
Jeff Corwin was he was cool, but nobody, and I mean nobody, will ever come to topping off Steve Irwin.
Oh no, it looks like he is American. I guess I was wrong. Well.
Wow.
Well, he is white.
Well, fuck you, first
Okay.
of all. Steve Irwin was white too. He looked great.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
could-
you guys are sexually attracted to this man.
No, he was just
I'm
a-
sexually attracted to what he does.
Yeah. Look,
All right.
I was.
I walked in and I saw this guy grabbing snakes and I saw him fucking running like what are you doing?
He's
Why
getting
are you running to
snakes.
snakes?
You don't
All
do
right.
that. Like I picked up a rattlesnake.
I see snakes and I immediately
Oh,
think.
you're bold.
It was a baby rattlesnake too.
You're really bold.
I know.
That's super dangerous.
I know.
They can't control the amount of it.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
actually.
See, I knew you watch animal
Yeah.
stuff.
Bitch, I didn't watch animal stuff. I read about it.
Anyway.
Oh, and you used to kill them and eat them too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right.
Yeah, he right. No, but we used to I went up to, Griffith Park. Mm-hmm. So I was walking and I guess there was one up in a tree and it dropped right next to me.
That's why you kill them.
And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. So I grabbed a stick because, I was feeling my Crocodile Hunter shit.
I told you poked it with a stick.
No, I did not. I did not. It was
grabbed
on the path. And I took the stick with it has the branch things. So I put it in between its head so it couldn't come back at me. Then I lifted it up by its tail and I moved it off the trail. And that shit was awesome. I felt so cool for a good second there.
Yeah. Can we just give Rob a round of applause because this man almost risked his life.
Almost risked it.
He almost.
I feel like it is risking my life, but it was stupid.
No, you actually helped save somebody else in reality because imagine the next person walking behind you actually interfering with that rattlesnake. And being that all rattlesnakes are venomous and being that all rattlesnakes are venomous
You got one
and
hand, right? You get a rock and you just go.
No, I'm not killing a rattlesnake unless I'm gonna eat it, which I'm not gonna do.
Gonna come after me, man.
Oh, that's another thing that pissed me off. When PETA was trashing the Crocodile Hunter, I was like, I fucking hate this.
Little do you know, this man has so much respect for every animal he encountered. Every animal.
And everybody who watched him, it instilled respect for nature.
Right.
Right. So a lot of the people.
Damn.
A lot of the people that would support PETA now support PETA because of Steve Irwin. So and he's dead. So what is attacking him gonna do?
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, no, it's just I hated that.
All right. Just Steve Irwin was a great guy. I don't need to give this a big introduction, but Steve Irwin is the Crocodile Hunter.
You sure?
Right? He was real. This man is so goddamn respected. Comedians now still talk about him.
That's true. We're talking about him now.
Exactly. Everyone still talks about him because this man built such an amazing legacy for himself and even for his family to thrive off of. Mm-hmm. For example, his youngest son, he still does interviews and stuff for late night talk shows and everything, and he imitates his dad so good. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just that his son is growing up just like his dad. Yeah, and it's so fucking amazing, man.
So you were talking about Robert Irwin, who is Steve Irwin's son. Mm-hmm. I read the saddest thing. Somebody commented underneath an interview he did on, I think, Jimmy Fallon. Mm-hmm. And they were saying, he's so much like his dad. And then they said it's heartbreaking because the reason he's so much like his dad is probably because the only way he got to know his father was through the TV shows.
Which is true.
And through the movies. And that was, that hit me in the feels. For us, can you imagine not knowing your dad? And... No, but seriously.
Don't realize I'm trying to mimic Ty when he does his faces. Did I get it?
You getting good at it. You get it better.
Okay.
Look, but no, that is so sad, Yeah. You have such a fantastic dad that everybody loves, but you don't even know him. And
Wait, how old was this kid?
This kid, I think it was when he died, he was 5, 6, something like that. Maybe a little bit younger.
I think it was younger, probably 2 or 3.
Because Bindi was the older one, I think. Yeah.
Steve Irwin is a really touchy topic for anybody that really respected him. Even now,
a really touchy topic.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what the hell?
Go in the corner.
He keeps ruining this shit.
Man, gosh, this is the one topic I can actually...
I'll let you guys get sentimental. Go for it.
This is the one topic I can be a Pisces about. Okay?
I think you're a Pisces about everything.
Oh, damn.
All right, there we go. But just... I don't even know what to say. We should have came up with other little sub shit to talk about him with. But it's just talking about Steve Irwin it's so much that you could say about this man. But I'll go ahead and bring up some stuff that I was also telling Robert this morning about if anybody was paying attention, I made a comment that said "fuck Florida." That's because going on right now, Florida has legalized killing green iguanas, and there are a whole bunch of videos going on right now all over social media, people torturing and killing these green iguanas, all because there's an overpopulation of them in Florida. I get it. I 100% get that there's too many green iguanas going on and living in Florida right now, but what I don't agree with is how people are going about killing them. It's not fair, you know. I just hate when people make all these false judgments about any species of animal, like any species in general. Like, for example, how a lot of people go around saying how pit bulls are the worst dogs there is, all because they have the tendency to get really violent. Even though that's true, then
wait, hold on, I'm gonna stop you.
Wait, no, I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Let him finish, and then we can rebuttal.
Because you don't even know what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Let me hear it.
Thank you. Even though that is true, you also have to make that same assumption about other animals too, because everyone gets a little bit violent. Now, second to that, it's all about how you raise your pit bulls. Okay, trust me, I grew up with dogs. Like, I grew up with dogs. When I was a baby, my dad got me a puppy pit bull named Bugsy. Me and Bugsy were literally just pulling each other's tails all the time. I would pull Bugsy's tail. Bugsy would pull me by my diaper.
Oh.
Well, okay.
Okay.
But I'm not sure exactly how that relates to the green iguana, but
Yeah, it's not specifically just about green iguanas. To me, this all started because of Steve Irwin. We know that Steve Irwin is known for his love of animals, and we're going based off of that.
Yeah.
Well, my point is that if for anybody out there that understands Steve Irwin and has just about the same amount of love and respect for animals, I'm just saying that all this bullshit, all these false assumptions about animals need to stop. It's not fair that we're going around killing off animals just because we think that it's okay. Like, for example, going back to the green iguanas. Just because there's an overpopulation of them, that's bullshit, man.
I disagree 110%.
You disagree that that's bullshit?
No, that's not. Look, because here's the thing. Like, humans are meant to be hunting. We're omnivores, and the problem with the green iguanas, right, is that they don't have enough natural predators. So that's why we're being asked. We're being asked, but it's okay to kill them now because they don't have enough natural predators. They weren't initially from Florida, so they've blown up in population. And as soon as that's not the case, we won't be able to hunt them anymore. Now, I 100% agree with you about torturing them. Doing it in a cruel way, I think, is wrong. And I have major reservations about killing any animal in that way. But I don't think that hunting necessarily is wrong. And I could be wrong about this, but I don't think Steve Irwin did either.
I mean, I don't disagree at all. It's just...
It was in his name.
Steve Irwin.
Crocodile Hunter.
Well, that's a different... That's not... Yeah,
Once
that
again,
wasn't...
you're irrelevant to this conversation.
Yeah, for real.
All right.
Damn, I feel like time.
I'm just... Well, along...
you throwing shots at Ty today. Fuck. I'm sorry, Ty.
Going back to what you said, though, it's not wrong for people to be hunting them. You're 100% right. But I also... And not to just be nitpicking at what you're saying, but just going back to what you said earlier about how people need to, like, if you're going to hunt the animal, use the whole animal. You know, like, I don't know what people would want to hunt iguanas for besides, like, clothing and stuff, but just make sure that if you're hunting them at all, like, pay your dues, pay your respect.
Yeah.
I get it. I still think it's bullshit because there's other ways you can go about handling the overpopulation.
Like what?
I mean, for example, Mike Holston's going around capturing the animals and sending them to reserves and whatnot. I'm not 100% sure as to what he's doing with them after he takes them to these reserves, but he's trying to provide them with a safer home rather than being killed off by these people, or at least tortured in some sense.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just saying.
I agree with that, but there's only so many reserves, you know? And the problem with that is that you take it to a place and the same thing can, right? They can become overpopulated there too.
And then they have to start euthanizing.
And then it gets worse. Yeah. So I do think you're right. There are other solutions, and we shouldn't just look to kill them. Yeah, you're right about that. But I don't think that means nobody should kill them.
Yeah. It's like what LA is doing with all the stray cats around here, because there's a lot of fucking stray cats.
There's a lot of cats.
You know, you catch and release them, but you gotta neuter them first and spay.
And also kill them. Yeah. They love to like get under my car or get on top of my car and like just chill there for the night. And I'm mad. And then I'll wake up, you know, I'll go to my car and there'll be like paw prints on there, which is actually kind of cute. But
That's what I was just thinking.
the rest of it though is not cute. I don't care.
Animal rights is a touchy subject for me.
You should probably catch them. I'll take them.
Yeah.
Neuter.
No, I hear you.
It's animal rights is a touchy subject for me because it's like I personally love animals and it's just so much that can go along with loving animals. Like I've heard it all. Like I've met somebody who wanted to know more about me and my lifestyle just because he thought that I was a civil black guy.
That's an interesting way to put it.
I don't even know. You'll be surprised when older people see somebody like myself with respect and speaking fluently with elegance and whatnot. And I'm not even saying that to talk shit. It's just people genuinely do get surprised.
He's tooting his own horn.
He really is.
Like no, because
nobody else will do it.
I was hanging out with my grandpa one day, and even though my grandpa, he's retired, he still goes around doing housework and stuff for other people. And he met up with this guy, I think in Hollywood, because the guy, he wanted to get the floors and stuff redone, and I was just stuck with my grandpa for the day. So the guy was just sitting around talking to me. Mind you, he's black too. He's probably mixed with other stuff. Like I want to say probably Jamaican, but he has... No.
Do you have an accent? No.
Well, technically yes, but he didn't have a Jamaican accent. Like how fluent I speak when I'm on here. Like he was speaking like the proper white guy.
He's tooting his horn now.
No, I'm not purposely, but he was speaking like super fluent, super elegant. Like you can tell that he clearly had some high education and stuff like that, and. He just wanted to get to know me more, and I had told them that I really like animals. I want to work with them, and when I went on about that, he was asking me like, "Oh, here's the big question: do you eat meat?" I'm like, yeah, and he's like, so don't you feel like a hypocrite because you eat meat but you still love animals? I'm like, not entirely, no, because it's in our nature to kind of like go back and eat meat. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do want to try being a pescatarian and a vegetarian. I've tried being a pescatarian before, but that didn't work out too well because
That's new to me. What the fuck is that?
A pescatarian is someone where the only meat they eat is fish. Yeah. But they'll eat like everything else, and then it just gets stricter from there. But it's just animals as a whole is a really, really touchy topic, especially with the whole PETA thing and everybody trying to make assumptions based off of the minor shit that you say. It's a lot. But going back to the whole root of this conversation, Steve Irwin, rest in peace, dog. Everybody loves you. We'll never forget what you did. Like, for me and my religion, I know heaven is lit right now with him in it. I don't know what animals is going up there, but all the animals going up there right now, he's having a good old time with God. Like, look at this beauty, yeah. All right, this is what you created, my Lord. Just look at it. Just.
And on that note, I think that's a good place to end it because that was a sweet thought. So.
We got too religious.
That's all right. That's his belief.
All right.
He's fine.
Let me enjoy my moment.
All right. So, the last subject, we have a bro code. Unfortunately, Jacob isn't here to read it.
Damn.
So I will do my best.
He's my favorite.
So, he's my favorite. Fuck you. We're both your friends. You're meant to like us better. Okay. So, Article 142. A bro shall seek no revenge if he passes out around his bros and wakes up to find marker all over his face. So, I have a couple of comments.
Bullshit.
My first one is, for Ty, it doesn't matter. Because you wouldn't even see it.
Oh! I called you milk chocolate earlier.
But, what do y'all think? Do you think that's a fair bro code?
Damn.
Ty? You think you seem the most offended right now?
Yeah, for real.
Bullshit. That's what that is, okay? I don't care. Nobody, don't mark on me. Don't do no bullshit. I promise you. If I... Actually, no. Somebody tried to do that before and I was half asleep. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how exactly it went down. All I know is that as it was getting ready to write on me, I opened my eyes, I saw the marker on my face, and I just got up like, if that marker get any close to me, I will fuck you up. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't do that stuff. I just don't. I would never disrespect anybody while they're sleeping because sleeping is important. Sleeping is important to me, okay? I wouldn't do that to anybody else. Don't you dare do it to me. And if you do, our friendship is instantaneously, right at that moment, erased. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck that bro code. I don't care. Don't do that to me because I won't do it to you. Simple.
End moment.
I would do it.
I would do it.
Yeah. No, that shit's fun. Like you fall asleep.
Have fun. I'm not spending the night at your house. Y'all have fun.
You fall asleep.
It hit 11:59. I'm calling the Uber.
These are the rules though, according to George.
All right.
So George has said
these rules are not for me because fuck that. But go ahead.
If you're at a drinking party and you pass out, it is okay to fucking write on you.
Oh, it's 100% okay. Yeah.
Because you pushed it and you had way too much, so you deserve it.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah. However, if at any point you willingly go to bed and sleep, then you're off limits. But if your shoes are on, you passed out. That means you did,
Yes. And I wish George was here to say that because he said that. You said that pretty well, though. Like, that's so true. I 100% agree with that. I think, look, if somebody went to sleep, you can still do it, but you're more of an asshole, right? Whereas if somebody passed out, that's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you have to do that.
Imagine waking up with a fucking dick on your forehead.
I'm not because it's just not gonna happen.
But yesterday, bro, you didn't hear?
Wait, what happened?
Yesterday, he woke up with. Well, I wasn't drawn.
You woke up with a dick on your head?
That's not no.
What?
He's so confused as to how it got there.
What?
Damn. So you were unicorning, huh? Nice. Wow. That's what's up, Ty.
What?
That's what's up. Come here.
No.
Come here.
What do you... Get him. I don't want to sit next to him anymore.
Either way, you're going to sit next to me.
No.
You on there? You gonna sit next to me? You over here? You gonna sit next to me?
Oh, yeah. We're not gonna put you in the middle.
I like being in the middle.
All right. Okay. No. I mean, I think the bro code's fair. I think you can do that. I think it's a little bit of a dick thing to do, but I'd be lying if I said it isn't funny. Like, come on, Ty. If you saw us doing that to George, you wouldn't laugh.
I would.
Yeah.
Because it's George, not me. And mine, going off the rules that he created as stated by Christian, he deserves it. So.
He's being a real Pisces.
I know. A fucking Pisces. I hate Pisces.
Wow.
Bruh.
I love where you guys are taking this. You guys are funny from the two assholes that don't appreciate astrology at all because there's no fact. I love how you guys are being funny about it. I genuinely love it. And that's a serious comment right there, okay?
Are you sure?
Positive.
Say it one more time just so I believe it.
You guys are funny. You guys are so funny. I love that you guys are just making all these jokes with the one thing that y'all don't like. I love it.
I mean, we don't dislike it. We disagree with it.
In this fucking episode, literally, we're both against you in astrology. You're both against me with fucking Steve Irwin, and we're both against you again with the bro code.
Well, it doesn't seem like he's against us in the bro code. He just doesn't want it done to him. Like, he seems to think it would be okay for anybody else. But he's like, not me. I'm the one exception.
So what makes you the exception?
I'm Ty Sequoia Davis Welch.
Theotis.
Theotis the Black Davis.
Tiberius.
No,
that shit.
That grape soda Welch.
Grape soda.
I swear, it's going to be a 500-page book about my name.
I know. We'll sell it for like $1 on you'vebeenserved.com.
If anybody will buy that, I'm going to start writing it today.
It sucks because you know what's going to happen is you put one out and then the next day it's old because a new word gets added. So you need to like update it every day.
It's like
Volume 1.
first edition.
All right, Volume 2. All right.
We're at least at volume 5 at this point.
It pretty much.
Seriously, we went from Tiberius Fillmore II Jr., no relation, to Tiberius the Fillmore II Jr., fucking George Washington Carver, Frederick Douglass.
I love Frederick Douglass.
I don't know how all these names.
The oldest of black.
How would you say that at the bar the other night so loud? Just,
That was great. I love that.
That was really good,
Just
dude.
the
Had you
oldest of-
passed
Oh,
out-
we need to talk about the bar in the next episode.
Fuck it, I'll save it.
Yeah, let's say it.
oh my gosh. Just as far as this bro code, Robert's correct. If I saw it happen to somebody else, I probably would laugh. I'd be like, damn, that's fucked up, but hey, you know, it ain't me. All right. I'm just saying, because I wouldn't do that to anybody else. If anyone was to ask me, like, hey, Robert passed out right now, should we mark on him? I'll be like, no. We shouldn't.
Just such a fucking liar.
I'm being so serious.
totally-
Like
this
if
is
I'm
bullshit.
in charge of that, I would say no. Like there
If you're in
are certain
charge of it.
things and certain pranks I just wouldn't allow in my presence.
Give him a shot.
But-
You say yes.
But if I walked into the house and people was already in the process of marking on your forehead, I'd be like,
Ha.
if only I was here earlier. I wonder what.
Still haven't done shit.
Yeah, no.
I'm so serious.
It would have happened whether you said no or not.
I'm so serious.
Because people don't ask, should I? They're like, do you want to help me?
I'd be like, no.
And you'd be like, no. And then
We
they go
shouldn't
do
do
it
this.
anyway without you.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do this.
But then Robert would have had 4 dicks on his face.
Yeah, that's like one more than normal.
Because we're drawing them on.
Yeah, you got it. There we go. All right.
That was good.
All right, Ty. I think it's time for you to give us our off. So why don't we all say bye, and then you can say you've been served.
All right. So once again, you guys, as far as astrology goes, let us know what you guys think about it. I'm not one of those extra people about it, just going based off reading your eyebrows and just like, oh yeah, you're a fucking Capricorn for sure. Like I can't do that. But I mean, it's something to me. It's just a wonderful thing to talk about. It's cool. I like anybody who knows about astrology. I just enjoy talking about it. But I'm not that asshole that just makes it all these wild assumptions based off of how you look and stuff and how you act. All right, so
Yeah.
I shake
I'm
my
a
head.
Virgo too. I can't relate. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and to anybody out there that appreciates Steve Irwin just as much as me and Rob do, you know, thank you. We can always talk about that some more on our Instagram page. Don't forget to follow us, support us. Let us know what other topics you'd like to hear. The scenario wheel thing is still up for debate and still going. So please don't hesitate to let us know what y'all want to hear on this show. Well, y'all opinions matter so much to us, man. What we can do to make more listeners come, we'll do it. We just not making any porn videos with each other. That's
Speak
a
for
bit wild.
yourself, bro.
Dude, seriously.
What?
Started already.
I don't want what we do to be
Have you
recorded.
not seen our episode Ball Busters 3?
Oh, he must have.
As for the bro
He must have
code,
missed Yeah.
as for the bro code, y'all heard my opinion of it. Fuck it. But hey, it shit happens, right? Just goddamn. That's tough.
We ain't got too much, man.
I said got. I don't say goddamn. I don't use God's name in vain.
Goddamn.
God damn it.
God damn it. Got.
God.
I got damn it.
Damn it.
Anyway, all right.
God.
All right.
This has been Robert Geus.
It's Chris.
And this is Tiberius Fillmore. Something else. 3 years later, still saying my name.
The others is black.
All right. And y'all know what it's been. It's been You've Been Served. Deuces.